to be looked into when I'll come to the higher education. I'll discuss it in detail. Then we need to improve inter-provincial coordination, because without that probably we'll not be able to do so many things in terms of communication of data to the international organization and have a cohesive and coherent policy as a nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have worked out that if we have an increase of 15% in our education budget, then 100% net enrollment can be achieved by the year 2024-25. If we increase our budget by 20%, then 100% NER is possible in 2019 and 20. And if we have the will and wherewithal and political commitment, stoic determination, and indubitable belief, and we can do this with 25% increase in education budget, then 100% net enrollment is possible by 2015 and 16, and we'll be meeting many of the MDGs. This is the situation right now where we are, and if you look at the net enrollment ratio, 60%, dropout is 40%. At primary stage we have 62% and dropout is 38%, but if you look at the male and female, then there is a substantial divide, because in case of male, dropout rate is 36%, in case of female, it's 40%. But if you further go into the urban and rural and tribal, Madam Shaheen Tikur Rahman is there, she will bear me out. In some of the, say, the tribal areas of Punjab, the net enrollment rate ratio of the women is not more than 10%, and in some of the areas it's 5%. If you come to the middle stage, the dropout rate in terms of boys goes to 77%, and if of girls it's even higher, 79%. While going to the secondary stage, it is 87%. It means that those who are enrolled in class 1, 87% of the boys and girls are dropped by the time they reach grade 10. Required financial implications and the resources, the figures will look big, but I'll present before you a strategy how this could be covered. An amount of rupees 3,387 billion is required to achieve 100% enrollment rate by 2024-25. We need 3,895 billion rupees to get it by 2019 and 20. And rupees 4,064 for achieving this in 2015 and 16. This is based on calculations and study, and the study is available. Those who are interested may kindly register their email, and we'll send them the study and the details how we have worked out. But in terms of implementation, even if we have these resources, these are closely linked with the resource absorptive capacity of the department. Because without the capacity, you will not be able to implement. And research has proved that the system lacks capacity at the moment. And we need to efficiently absorb, even though the financial resources are available. The capacity deficit needs to be bridged to effectively manage additional resources and seize the opportunities which have become available to us after 18th Amendment. Ladies and gentlemen, in terms of enrollment in public sector schools, it has not conformed with our population growth. You have seen the earlier slide by Mr. Saeed Khan. It's progressing at the rate of 1%, but your population growth rate is more than 2.4%. So, as a matter of fact, our school enrollment system should have conformed at least with the population growth rate. And enrollment growth rate in public school system is continuously following. This has been confirmed by PSLMS 2006-7 and 7-8. The percentage of school children enrolled in government school falls as income rises in both urban and rural areas. It means that those who are affluent and those who can afford, they go for private schooling system. Number of mosque and primary schools is 2,528 and 43,408. The number of elementary schools is 7,661. It means that we don't have adequate institutional arrangement that even if the boys and girls want to contribute beyond primary, there is a lot of education institutions, although private sector is coming in, and by now the share of the private sector has risen very high. But despite that, we need to enhance this capacity in the public school system as well. This default is by systematic design. Even if all the graduates at primary level intend to join elementary school, there is no capacity. Achieving universal primary education by 2015-16 is estimated at a cost of 4,046 billion. Share of the education expenditure in GDP is required to rise from 1.8% in 2009-10 to at least 6% in 2015 and 16 to get UPE. The level of public spending is a key indicator of the government's dedication and commitment towards the cause of education. But the education sector in Pakistan has suffered from persistent and acute underinvestment. Pakistan ranks among the bottom 5 countries of the world so far as public expenditure on education is concerned, and as percentage of total public spending is concerned. 1 child out of 10 who is out of school is in Pakistan, and 25% of the world's illiterates are unfortunately concentrated in this part of the world. This is a huge and gigantic task that we have to come for. Estimated population of 5 to 9 years age group in 2009 was 9.82 million, including 4.6 million girls. On the basis of past trend of net enrollment ratio at primary stage, right now 3.73 million children in the age part 5 to 9 years of age are out of school. From this year, 100% enrollment is being ensured, and secondary school education will confirm this, that they have been able to ensure 100% enrollment, but this is the previous trend in the previous years. 61% population, 71% male and 51% female of 10 plus age group attended school in 2007 and 8. 39% of 10 plus population either dropped out or never attended the school. Analyzed by gender, population 10 plus age that never attended school comes to 29% for male population and 49% for female population. Decrease in the number of public sector schools at middle, secondary and higher secondary level of education for both boys and girls. These are the areas which we are attention while gearing up efforts towards achieving Millennium Development Goals, EFA goals and implementation of Article 25A. This is again, if you look at the number and the ratios, for each middle school for boys, there are 6 feeding primary schools, and for girls this ratio is 1.5. Number of teachers decreases at higher levels of education. There is more number of male teachers vis-a-vis female teachers at all levels of education except middle level, where female teachers outnumber male teachers. On average, there are 1.5 teachers in mass school, 3 in primary school, 12 in middle school, 23 teachers in secondary school and 40 in higher secondary school. Coverage of the public sector education infrastructure at primary level is again a major issue, and there are serious issues of access once it comes to girls, and according to the UNESCO GMR Global Monitoring Report 2010, with the distance of half a kilometer from the school, the enrollment of the girls that sharply decreases by around 55%. So that is the access issue in case of girls. There is dire and incessant demand to open more schools in remote, rural and less privileged urban areas. There are serious concerns of the missing facilities, and you are all aware of these figures. That 40% of the public schools at primary, elementary and secondary level lack basic facilities like drinking water and Adam's age. 17% have no roof, 39% are without drinking water, 62% without electricity, 50% without facilities, and 46% didn't have boundary wall. 7% enrolled students drop out by the time they reach grade 5. Secondary schools will share with you that they have come up with a very comprehensive plan this year for equipment in the high school laboratories, information technology, for missing facilities, and this will be a landmark in the educational history.